What do all of these animals have in common? The Gila Monster, the orchard swallowtail caterpillar, the peacock mantis shrimp. They all have funny names. The Wonderpuss. Exit, stage left. How do they come up with these names? Like this. Ta-da! It's a fried egg jellyfish. Don't forget the secretary bird. Or the blue ribbon eel. And me, proboscis monkey. Get the scoop on what's what with You're Called What.
Wait, what? You're called what?
Coming up, go cruising beneath the waves with this aquatic beast that loves a bit of brill in its grill. Say hola to a desert monster from Mexico. Plus, get to have your eyeballs blasted with color from this mini artiste. Here's a groovy riddle. What do you get when you take a super funky dancer and a showboating peacock? Plus, a spider? A dancing peacock spider!
You're called what?
A dancing peacock spider. Arriba!
These fuzzy critters can be found moving and shaking their way right across the southern half of Australia, from the tip of Tasmania all the way across to the western coast. They belong to a family of jumping spiders called Maritus and live in a big range of habitats from dunes to grasslands in semi-arid areas. Don't let their size fool you. These splashy arachnids can cram a whole lot of groove into a teeny tiny package. The biggest Maritus species is just 7 millimeters long, no larger than a matchstick head. Hey man, fire! And while most people dance for fun, peacock spiders boogie for one purpose only: love. Male peacock spiders attract a female's attention by popping up an incredible iridescent fan, just like a peacock. Then it raises its legs to the sky to perform a dance routine. Hello, my name is Diego. I have prepared a dance for you.
Hi, breakfast.
Sorry, did you just call me breakfast? That's right. If the male's dance isn't up to scratch, the females will not hesitate to eat their suitors. Talk about a harsh rejection. No, wait, please. I have other dances I can do for you. Or what do you want to see? Salsa, the foxtrot, some breakdancing perhaps. And just when you thought these tiny tap dancers couldn't possibly get any cooler, get this. One of the newest species of peacock spider to be discovered was named the sparkle muffin.
What?
A sparkle muffin. A dancing peacock spider. One of the cutest tiny dancers in town. What do you get when you cross a fish with a super soaking target shooter? An archerfish.
You're called what?
An archerfish.
Archerfish, let the Hunger Games begin!
Archerfish are found in coastal areas across the world, from East Africa through Asia and all the way to Australia. They prefer brackish water, which is a combination of salt and fresh water, usually where creeks and rivers meet oceans. Archerfish tend to bunker down within the protective roots of mangroves. It's the perfect cover for doing what they're best at, target practice. These aquatic marksmen get their name because they take down their prey by spitting in their face.
Ew, gross.
In its sights, insects, spiders, and small lizards. These super snipers are built for near-perfect accuracy, almost always hitting their targets on the first shot. By going for food out of the water, archerfish can target food other competitors can't reach.
May the odds be ever in my favor.
With better eyesight than most fish, the deadly hunters have binocular vision to help them judge longer distances.
Target locked in.
They spend their days waiting just below the surface, looking for potential targets. And when the time is right, they suck in water, poke their mouths just above the waterline, take aim, and fire. These jets of water can reach over 3 meters. That would be the equivalent of a human spitting with enough force and accuracy to hit a target 10 meters away. How do these natural water pistols pack such a punch? Archerfish have a small channel inside running from their throat to their lips to stream the water out super fast. Talk about a slap in the face. Ow! The archerfish. nature's dead-eye super assassin.
Happy Hunger Games!
Groups.
Can you guess the extra special name for a group of elephants? Is it a trumpet? Is it a parade? Or is it a splash? It's a parade of elephants.
A what?
A parade of elephants. Elephants are very social. They live in groups of about 10, but can number as many as 100.
Now that's a party.
They're usually led by the oldest female, who holds her rank as long as she lives. Yes, Queen! Their mighty trunk is nature's most useful nose. It has over 100,000 muscles and finger-like features on the end to grab items as tiny as twigs.
Great pretzels. Are the rest of the snacks this way?
Elephants are herbivores. They eat some grasses and strip bark from trees. It takes a lot of work. They need about 130 kilograms a day to feel full.
Oh, remind me to ease up on the buffet next time.
The best part of a parade, the dust fight. Elephants spray themselves and each other with dust to give themselves a thick coat to stop bug bites. Elephants walk with the oldest at the front and the babies in the middle to protect them from being targeted by ambush predators. So what looks like a super fun parade is really a motherly act of bravery.
Great party, Mum.
A parade of elephants. Now you know what the fanfare is all about.
ID crisis.
What do you get when you take a lean, mean charging machine like a rhinoceros and cross it with a beetle billed as the world's strongest powerlifter? Rhinoceros Beetle! Rhinoceros Beetle!
Okay, Rhinoceros Beetle, I want a good clean fight. No low blows. Watch your heads. And when I say break, stop fighting. Understood?
Also known as the Hercules beetle, these fierce fighters can be found on every continent except Antarctica. The word rhinoceros means nose horn in Latin.
Keep your horns up and protect your face.
A rhinoceros horn is made of keratin, the same protein found in human hair and fingernails. The horn of a rhinoceros beetle is made of chitin, like the rest of its shell. It's much like a light body armor for insects.
You know, you're really starting to bug me, man. Okay, boys, that's enough. Break it up, break it up. Hey, I said that's enough. It's over.
Don't go underestimating their strength. These brawny beetles are one of the strongest animals on the planet, lifting up to 850 times their own weight. I'm close to tapping out, coach. This guy's tough. Like actual rhinos, they're strictly herbivores. Adults feed on fruit, nectar, and sap, while larvae eat decaying plant matter. For plant eaters, both the rhinoceros and the beetle are big. One is the second largest land mammal. The beetle can grow up to 20 centimeters long. The Rhinoceros Beetle, a well-earned title for one of the strongest insects going rounds in the animal kingdom.
I know the ref's decision is supposed to be final, but I gotta say, I don't think the other guy deserved to win. I'm out of here.
ID crisis solved. Which super sweet critter do you get when you cross a hang glider with a whole lot of sugar? It's the sugar glider. The sugar glider.
Sweet!
Found in Australia, Indonesia, and New Guinea, these mini marsupials are about as adorable as they come. If you ever want to glimpse one in the wild, head to the forest. These petite possums can be found in a range of different forest types, including rainforest and eucalyptus. Sugar gliders are social and are most active at nighttime and spend the majority of their lives in trees. In fact, they rarely ever touch the ground. You think you've got a sweet tooth? Sugar gliders take treating themselves to a whole new level. They love sugar. In fact, these tiny sugarholics love it so much, they'll leap up to 45 meters for sweet treats.
Whee!
That's about half a football field. Talk about risking it to get the biscuit. The gliders get their sugar rush from tree sap and nectar, but are also partial to seeds and the odd insect. But how exactly do these little fur balls fly? They don't.
I don't?
They glide.
I still think I'm flying.
Sugar gliders have a membrane of loose skin from their wrists to their ankles that opens up to slow its descent, much like a parachute.
I'll show you. Look, Mum, no hands.
A glider's tail is similar to a monkey's. It allows them to carry lightweight objects with it, like twigs and leaves.
Wait, I'm a sugar monkey now?
No, a sugar glider, the super sweet possum that will sweep you off your feet.
Families.
Every family has its quirks, and the camelid family is no exception. Can you guess what a baby llama is called? Is it a calf? Is it a foal? Or is it a cria? A baby llama is called a cria.
You're called what?
A cria? Llamas originated from the central plains of North America. They migrated to South America 3 million years ago during the Great American Interchange, when North and South America collided. The camelid family, which includes camels, alpacas, wild vicunas, and llamas, has its fair share of similarities and differences. One difference is what they call their babies. Just like cows and elephants, camels also call their young calves. Move it. Llamas, on the other hand, call their young crias. Cria is the Spanish word for baby. The entire llama family is a Spanish celebration. A female llama is named after a Spanish lady, a hembra. A male llama is called a macho, which means stud.
Do you think this winter coat makes me look manly enough?
Muchos, macho, muchos. Llamas are known for their strength and can carry loads of around 30 kilograms. That's more than the weight of a leopard.
Pack your bags, leopard. We are going on a road trip.
No water? No problema. Llamas need very little water and can survive simply by eating plants. Now that's clean eating. Even their waste is useful. Llama waste is burned for fuel and used as fertilizer. In Spanish or English, the crias, machos and hembras of the llama world are a true fiesta of fun names.
What do you get when you cross a frogfish and an exquisite work of art? A painted frogfish.
You're called what?
A painted frogfish. Step aside, Picasso. There's a new masterpiece in town. These artistic critters can be found in the tropical and subtropical regions of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, as well as the Indian Ocean and Red Sea. They like to perch amongst coral in the shallows near swirling, nutrient-rich currents. Oh, how can I create in these conditions? Frogfish are renowned for having unique colour patterns, and this species is named for their especially vivid coloration. Despite their bright palette, they're actually brilliant at blending in, cozying up in crevices of vibrantly coloured coral. They can even tone it down if the coral around them loses colour. I call this piece Frogfish Incognito. Thank you, you're too kind. The painted frogfish has many relatives. There are nearly 50 species of frogfish. Close cousins include the hairy frogfish. He's a family embarrassment. No way he's coming to my gallery opening with that haircut. And the warty frogfish. That frogfish is always trying to kiss a princess. I think the warts put them off. For a fish, they do look very much like frogs. Their pectoral fins have an elbow-like bend in them. They work more like frogs' legs too. Frogfish hop along using its angled fins to push themselves forward. It makes moving across the ocean floor a slow-going process. I am an artiste. I cannot be rushed. Watch out though, these crazy guys can't always control the direction they go. Their tail is curled to the side, sending them off in unpredictable directions. That way, tail, that way, no! But when it finds its lunch spot, the frogfish can be a fearsome predator. They hide in plain sight and wait patiently until the right meal comes along to be gobbled up. Yes, a good meal. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. All frogfish are fast eaters. They can take down a target in about 6 milliseconds. And if you see one yawning, it's not sleepy. It's trying to scare you away by showing you how big its mouth is. Go away! That's another way this fish looks like the frog it's named after, the painted frogfish, a true masterpiece of the coral kingdom. What do you get when you get a lizard named after a river, but is so scary it's actually called a monster? No, it's not Godzilla, it's a Gila Monster. Gila Monster.
A Gila Monster? What a monstrous name!
The first Gila Monster was spotted in the Gila River Basin in Arizona, USA. It's now also found in neighboring states and in northern Mexico. Gila monsters live in the harsh heat of the desert, where they can climb cacti for food and dig burrows under sand to stay cool. It's the largest lizard native to the USA and is one of the few venomous lizards in the world. It has a terrible reputation, especially in local folklore. The Gila monster has been accused of spitting venom, being able to jump several meters to attack and kill with its poisonous breath.
I did forget to brush my teeth this morning. Sorry.
Things must be pretty bad when you're labeled a monster in the animal kingdom, but this slow-moving, sun-loving lizard isn't as scary as his name suggests.
You're beautiful. Don't listen to them.
The Gila monster is a real homebody. He spends 95% of his time living in underground burrows to avoid the desert heat.
Someone put the air conditioning on.
They store fat in their heavy tails, which means they can go months without food. When Gila monsters do go out for a snack, they prefer small rodents, insects, birds, and especially eggs. Gila monsters don't have very good eyesight, so when they hunt, they taste the air with their tongues to pick up any smells. The Gila monster is also known as a wrestler. When males come across each other on a slow desert walk, they'll fight. But apart from being a bit of a brawler, a rude eater, and, let's whisper it, not that cute,
My hearing is fine.
the Gila monster isn't quite the Godzilla it's made out to be. Like all birds, a group of pelicans can be called a flock, but they have another special collective name. Is it a scoop of pelicans? Or could it be a paddle of pelicans? Or even a flap? If you guessed a scoop of pelicans, you were right.
You're called what?
A scoop of pelicans. That's the special name for a group of pelicans, when the word flock just isn't fancy enough.
Can I order 1 chocolate, 1 vanilla, and 1 Pelican Scoop, please?
There are more than half a dozen species of pelicans in the world, and these big-billed birds can be found on every continent except Antarctica.
Not a fan of penguins.
Pelicans have a real taste for waterfront property. They prefer the warm, but aren't too fussy about saltwater or fresh. They'll take beach or lakeside locations.
Just wait here. Ice cream vans always stop at the beach.
But that's not all they have a taste for.
Uh-oh, not again.
Pelicans love to eat fish, as well as crustaceans and turtles. But it's how they catch their fish that earned their collective name as a scoop of pelicans. Some species work together as a team to round up their dinner. They herd the fish into the shallows and simply scoop the fish up into their bills. What flavour did you get?
Mackerel again.
Even baby chicks eat a bucket load. It takes about 70 kilos of fish to raise just 1 pelican chick.
Thanks, Mum. Just put it on my bill.
A pelican's wingspan is almost as big as its appetite, up to 3 meters. This makes it one of the biggest birds in the world. Known for traveling long distances, they can stay in the air for 24 hours.
We don't even need refueling.
So that's the scoop on a pelican group. Calling them a flock is just so vanilla. What do you get when you cross an itty-bitty flying monster with a fish? A little dragonfish.
You're called what?
Little dragonfish. Rah!
These little dragonfish like it hot. They're found throughout the tropical and warm waters of the Indonesian and Western Pacific Oceans. Their dragon's lair is a nice bay or creek. Little dragonfish are bona fide bottom dwellers, usually living on rubble, sand, or mud amongst seagrass and coral. They're a species of sea moth, so named because they look a lot like the lamp-loving insects that love to walk as much as they fly. They have knobbly bodies that look like crunched-up pieces of shell and rock.
Aw, I was trying to do dragon scales.
Just like an undersea chameleon, the little dragonfish seamlessly blends in to avoid predators, which is why you may never have seen one. Downside to being a dragonfish? They're tiny, less than the length of half a school ruler. Upside? They come with their own personal armour. Their hard carapace is the last line of defence should any seafloor battle arise.
Do your worst, Predator!
Despite being a competent swimmer, as you would hope from a fish, the little dragon actually prefers to walk.
Mom, are we there yet?
No.
Okay, now?
No.
Adept waddlers, they endlessly scurry in search of food.
Now?
No.
I'm really hungry.
Today's lunchbox, mollusks, crustaceans, and other tiny invertebrates found on the floor.
Ew!
That's the sea floor. The little dragons have small toothless mouths under their long flat snouts to suck dinner straight up.
Not seafood again.
Stop dragging behind. Dinner's ahead.
Though small, this ocean dragon has an impressive Latin name, Europegasus draconis, the little dragonfish, a tiny fish with a big name to live up to.
Rah! I'm very scared.
ID crisis.
What do you get when you cross a gentle giant of the ocean with one of its deadliest predators? It's a whale shark.
What?
A whale shark.
Which one am I, a whale or a shark?
These gentle giants can be found all over the world and have a strong preference for the warm, tropical waters around the equator. It's thought that whale sharks have lived in the Earth's ocean for millions of years, dating all the way back to the Jurassic period.
Those Allosauruses needed to take a chill pill.
Don't let their size fool you. Whale sharks are actually not whales at all. They are slow-moving, filter-feeding sharks.
Oh, relax, relax. I'm a carpet shark. That means I'm a sucker for krill.
They're the size of a school bus and weigh around 20,000 kilograms. That's more than 3 African elephants combined.
Wow.
Despite being huge, they've only got one type of food on the brain: plankton. This includes a bevy of delicious sea snacks, such as cope pods, krill, fish eggs, and their favourite, Christmas Island red crab larvae. While most sharks have 20 to 30 rows of teeth, whale sharks have more than 300 rows. That's 3,000 teeth, each one as tiny as a match head.
Toothbrushing time takes just so long.
The whale shark. This is one shark with more bask than bite. ID crisis solved.
What do you get when you add a flawless copycat to an 8-legged boneless mollusk? It's a mimic octopus.
Mimic octopus! Saltwater superhero!
These shape-shifting superheroes were only spotted off the coast of Sulawesi, Indonesia in 1998. They live on shallow sandy bottoms near river mouths. These places where currents meet are very rich in nutrients, but it also means there are plenty of bad guy predators.
Enemy detected! Lock in target!
Marine carnivores like sharks and barracuda are ready to pounce on any target they can spot. But they do have a weakness. Most predators have eyesight designed to detect the movement of prey.
Target in sight! Get ready to move in!
The mimic octopus takes advantage of this by staying very still. Like most cephalopods, it can change the colour and texture of its skin to blend into the background. But when it has to move, it has a superhero power it uses as a shield.
Activate Soulfish!
It's a shapeshifter, completely transforming into another species the bad guys wouldn't want to eat. This mimic puts all 8 arms behind and swims close to the bottom, just like a highly toxic banded soulfish.
Danger alert! Take cover!
If the enemy gets too close, the mimic will dive into the nearest hole and keep 2 arms out to look like a sea snake, also poisonous.
Better stay back. I'm well armed.
The mimic octopus doesn't just set its safety shield to threatening. It will sometimes pretend to be harmless to deflect the baddies.
Just a super sweet manta shrimp here, sir. The octopus went that way.
This copycat mastermind has more than 15 shapes it morphs into. It's a mini mimic with the ultimate underwater escape plan. It's little wonder it's remained undetected to humans for so long.
Enemy averted. Resume octopus form.
What do you get when you cross some seriously questionable facial hair with a flightless bird from the South Pole? It's a Chinstrap Penguin. Chinstrap Penguin. Oh my, you're very on trend, sir. These bearded creatures are mostly found on the Antarctic Peninsula and its surrounding coastal islands. There are believed to be up to 10 million individual chinstrap penguins on some of these islands. Oh, what about us guys on the Sandwich Islands? There's a lot of penguins for only a couple of sandwiches. Chinstrap penguins live in massive breeding colonies where they make nests for themselves with stones on steep rocky slopes. But in the winter, they prefer to chill out on icebergs in warmer waters.
It's so cold. This chinstrap does nothing.
While the chinstrap might not protect them from sub-zero temperatures, their feathers certainly do. They're tightly packed to keep in the heat and the water out. It's a little bit like wearing a lovely, warm, waterproof coat with a chinstrap. The chinstrap beard gained popularity in Europe in the 1900s. For this ice-cool penguin, however, it is still very much in style. Who's hungry? Chinstrap penguins love a seafood lunch. Krill is always top of the menu, with a side of fish and crustaceans. Last all-you-can-eat buffet I'll ever have. At just 70 centimeters tall and weighing up to 5 kilograms, these penguins have the graceless task of negotiating the slippery slopes of the Antarctic terrain. The Chinstrap Penguin, the bird with a beard that never goes out of South Pole style.